When I tell you today is about to be too much, but it's needed, it is what it is. It is what it is. Folks, this is going to save you, if you're thinking about repatriating, visiting, moving to Ghana, this is going to save you tens of thousands of dollars and years off your life. You hear me? Because what I have learned and experienced over the last 4 years, I wish it on none of you. Trust me, I wish it on none, not one soul. Not one. You'll be moving to Ghana, but glad for your videos make me rethink things. Yes, that's all I want my videos to do. I want people to just stop, take a breath, think about what this really means, and consider all options. That's it. If someone told me, Leslie, pump your brakes and calm down, okay? I know, they're tapping into the 400-year trauma. I know, you're upset about George Floyd and all that at the time. You just came back from, China, and I was quarantined in China. So my emotions were everywhere. I'm like, I'm going back to Africa, And I was just like, I'm out. And yeah, and I rushed things, folks. I rushed things. I was emotional and imbalanced, trusted when you shouldn't, and I end up where I am right now. So I take full responsibility. But today we're going to talk about fraudulent and criminality. So regardless of naivete or being emotionally imbalanced, there's no excuse for criminal activity. Ain't that right? Let's get straight into it. Let's get straight into the investigation results. Folks, put your belts on, seat belts, because it's about to, you've been 3 times, got it. It's about to get rocky. So I want to talk about the definition. I want to make sure we're on the same page of what fraud is, okay? Because fraud is fraud, no matter what country you live in, okay? Now, this definition is from the Cambridge Dictionary, and as we know, or if you don't know, Ghana is still part of the Commonwealth, which is in Britain, Great Britain, right? So this is the definition from the people that they're still under, okay? The Commonwealth. Google that if you don't know what that is. It's pretty interesting, okay? So even though people and countries say they're independent, a lot of them are still under the Commonwealth. Okay, fraud. A person or thing, intended to deceive others, typically by unjustifiably claiming or being credited with accomplishments, registered land, or qualities. Wrongful or criminal deception intended to result in financial or personal gain. That's what we're talking about today. We're talking about that very definition. So let's not get it twisted. Fraud doesn't mean different in different countries. Fraud is one definition and one meaning, okay? So we're talking about that type of fraud. Yes, locks. So here's my experience with Casa States. Multiple contract breaches, okay? Selling land without registration. Their name wasn't on it, right? Omission of pertinent information, false advertisement, and false documentation. Folks, that is what fraud is, okay? No ifs, ands, buts about it. So this is what, for our guys to catch up a little bit, EOCO, which means Economic and Organized Crime Office, put that up real quick. Economic and Organized Crime Office. If you go to my videos, you'll see they're actually in my videos, right? Because they took my case. So the information I'm sharing with you is the information they shared with me, okay? In Africa, there are, sorry, my logo's in the way, imbalances and no accountability, no integrity. They do not have frame of time or punctuality. I completely agree. So this is what the estates companies are allowed to do in Ghana. So this is, let me get ready, okay? Estate companies can go to families, can go to stools, they can go to clans, and they can say, We want 100 acres. We want to buy 100 acres from you. This is just an example, folks. We want 100 acres. And we will sell and develop the land for you, chief family, stool, clan. Okay? But we're only going to pay you a fraction of that land and then pay payments as time goes by. Okay? So they have then land, they make the agreement. They start selling land, right? If you're selling land, but you still haven't paid off your balance, but you're selling it to people saying that it's registered in your name, no. So for my situation, I was given indentures for land that their name wasn't on and that they did not register. So companies can buy a whole bunch of land in an agreement, pay a fraction of the cost, make payments, right? But if you have not completed your payment to that family, to that stool, right, you cannot offer registration, and you shouldn't be offering indentures to anybody. You should only offer the indentures to the land that you have registered and you paid off, because you have to pay the family and you have to pay the lands commission. You guys follow me on that? Any questions on that so far? Okay. It's a whole system. So it's almost like here in the States, and you have a mortgage, you still have to pay off that mortgage, right? You owe. You're not going to get your deed. You're not going to get the deed to the land until you pay off your mortgage. Same here with the estate companies. You're not going to get the right to sell it or give anyone registration until you register it. And you're not going to be able to register it until the family, until the clan, until the stool gets all their money. Plain and simple, okay? You have to pay off your debt. Simple, okay? So as I was being educated, I said, okay, because my first meeting with my first meeting with the EOCO, I was told fraudulent. Fraud is not the same here as in the States. Fraud is not the same in the States as it is in Ghana. This is Ghana. I was like, oh, so what constitutes fraud? Please educate me. And this is what they said. It would have been constituted fraudulent if the company is not registered. So 1, a not registered company, that's a sign. 2, fake numbers, if there's fake numbers. 3, no office or no people in their office. All right, next, no land to give. And lastly, they took off with the money. Okay, so Casa States is registered company. They have 15,000 contact numbers. Those who deal with them already know they have like 10, so many contact numbers, but they have numbers. Okay, their office is busy. There's people in the office, right? They have land to give, and they have not taken off with the money. So I said, okay, they're not fraudulent or they're not wrong because they have those list of things. He was like, it's bad business, but it's not fraud. So people, I ask you, was I wrong about COS? Was I wrong? Because as we know, I've been given 2 fraudulent indentures. I've been given a falsified lands commission search. Was I wrong? Yes or no in the comments. Was I wrong about COS Estates? Because we know what fraud is. We're not dummies now.
Join our free newsletter for land updates, group trips, and international real estate connections. Link in the description box. Now available, ebooks and e-workbooks to mentally and emotionally prepare you to visit, repatriate, or buy land in the Motherland. And the authentic handmade kente cloth I got from Kumasi, Ghana is now a home decor line made by yours truly. Get a piece of the Motherland until you can visit yourself. Click the link in the description box to visit my store.